Hello to everyone, my name is Rosa Molina from the University of Cádiz, and I'm going to present very briefly a part of a regional study of the Mediterranean coast of Andalusia. This part includes the characterization and evolution of this coast and the influence of anthropic interventions on it. In past decades, coastal erosion-related impacts on the world's shorelines have been significantly growing due to ongoing coastal development and tourist occupation, as well as to natural erosion flooding events exacerbated by climatic change. Ocean coastlines are highly dynamic and changing environments since they show great temporal and spatial variability in response to the action of different and complex coastal processes at an interannual time scale or as a result of events with a large return period. In order to prevent and reduce such impacts, coastal managers need to know the sensitivity of natural coastal sectors as well as the potential vulnerability and economic value of the urbanized sectors. This work shows coastal evolution and the impacts on it of coastal structures and the characterization and evolution of dune systems along the Mediterranean coast of Andalusia in the 1956–2016 period. The Mediterranean coast of Andalusia has a prevailing rectilinear east-west outline with two northeast-southwest easterly facing sectors, near the Gibraltar Strait and the Almeria easternmost coastal sector. It is a microtidal environment with a total length of 546 kilometers, including rocky sectors and intermediate to reflective beaches, usually composed of medium to coarse sands or pebbles. Dune systems, which have a total length of 76 kilometers, are especially observed along the province of Cádiz and Almeria. The Betic Range, a tectonically active mountain chain, determines coastal orography and morphology, forming cliffs, embankments, and promontories. Several small coastal plains are especially extended at the mouth of short rivers and seasonal streams called ramblas, draining the chain. In the past decades, river basin regulation plans devoted to water management for tourist and agricultural purposes have enhanced the construction of dams and reservoirs that have reduced sediment supplies to the coast and have promoted coastal retreat in most deltas. Concerning weather characteristics, the area represents a Mediterranean climate with subtropical characteristics in Cádiz, Málaga, and Granada province, and with subdesertic characteristics in Almeria province. The coast is generally exposed to winds blowing from east to west and from northeast to southwest in the easternmost part of Andalusia. The wet climate and storm energy are very variable. The coast of Cádiz province is mainly affected by eastern storms. Málaga, Granada, and Almeria province are exposed both to western and eastern storms, and the coast of Almeria province is primarily exposed to eastern storms. Waves shows a clear seasonal behavior with storm conditions being recorded during the winter season. Due to shoreline orientation, predominant easterly winds and associated storm waves give rise to sea waves conditions generating a prevailing westward littoral drift. Meanwhile, an opposite drift is particularly important in certain coastal sectors or periods. Concerning coastal evolution and the impact on it of coastal structures, an amount of 47 units were defined along the static coast, and evolution rates were quantified for the period 1956–2016. In the figure, it can see the part of a methodology used in this project and two examples of the studied sectors. As a result, 9 units recorded accretion, 19 erosion, and 19 stability. Concerning the beach surface balance, 17 units presented a positive balance and 28 a negative one, and a net negative balance approximately of 30 square meters per year. This figure shows the main result of the study, with each colored point that represents the most frequent evolution class at each sector. The analysis of coastal evolution evidenced the impact of hard structures, as it is shown in the graphic. Accretion was essentially observed updrift of ports and groins, and in correspondence of breakwaters. Erosion was observed downdrift of ports and groins, and in correspondence of seawalls and revetment, and at larger river deltas. And stability was observed at pocket beach and coastal areas locally stabilized by protection structure and nourishment works. Concerning the characterization and evolution of dune systems, they were mapped different types of dune systems as well as the dune to position and fragmentation and human occupation and evolution from 1977 to 2001 and from 2001 to 2016. In total, there were delimited 53 dune systems along the Mediterranean coast of Andalusia, differentiation 3 types: embryo-mobile dunes, glass-fixed dunes, and stabilizing dunes. The figures show the part of methodology used in this part of the project as an example of a sector that recorded the growth of a new dune system in Cádiz province due to a great sedimentation in the site of a port. In the 1977-2001 period, it was observed a general decrease in dune surface, linked to the increase of anthropic occupation and dune fragmentation, especially in Málaga and Almería province. During the 2001-2016 period, smaller changes in the level of fragmentation and in dune surface were observed. An increase of dune surface was only observed on the stable or accreting beach, both in natural and anthropic areas, usually updrift of ports. In this graphic, it can see the results obtained at the surface of dunes at each province and the total surface losses at each period in the total. Of the 53 systems studied, all but 4 registered a reduction in surface area or even disappeared, especially during the 1977-2001 period, when they were affected by severe human intervention, such as the siting of tourist buildings and construction, especially in the province of Málaga, and the agrarian expansion in the province of Almería, and secondarily by coastal erosion processes. Dunes loss was at place and times linked to the progressive fragmentation of the dune toe, mainly due to the opening of pathways and to their progressive expansion due to marine and wind-induced erosion processes. An increase of dune surface was observed in both natural and anthropic areas in Cádiz and Almería provinces, in accreting and stable beaches, usually of the updrift side of ports or due to strong east winds on the east-facing beaches. And now the main results and conclusions. In order to prevent and reduce coastal erosion and damages to human structure, it is very important to characterize local sea climate and coastline and dune system evolution, as well as to understand their past and future trends. The Mediterranean coast of Andalusia shows a general erosive trend in terms of coastline and dune system evolution, with occupation and anthropic pressure being fundamental factors to take into account in it. These factors, together with the implementation of coastal protection structure, have considerably increased the sensitivity of the coastline to erosion in recent decades. Results obtained in research on shorelines and dune system evolution can be used to improve existing databases of the characteristics of the Andalusian Mediterranean coast, especially of dune systems that in the past have recorded few attention. Such ecosystems have to be maintained and enhanced in order to develop protection function according to the green engineering philosophy instead of the traditional approach based on construction of hard defense structures. Thank you so much.